COP30, hey, hey, COP30.
We're here because we literally can't afford another business as usual COP. The fossil fuel industry and their political backers that stalk the halls of COPs year after year have brought us to the edge of climate disaster, and we're here to say enough. The vast majority of not just people around the world but governments around the world, they do want serious climate action. It's hard. President Trump's not here in person, but we know that his representatives are. They're going around threatening people with sanctions, with all kinds of recriminations. But the reality is that the fossil fuel industry is in a fight for its life because the renewables are so much cheaper now, and it's an obvious, clean, cheaper way for the world to go. At a time like this, we need leadership, and leadership comes in many forms. It comes from the governments here standing up to the fossil fuel industry and saying enough.
Deputados da nossa Constituição de 88 que estão aqui para chorar no funeral dos combustíveis fósseis.
But it comes from every single one of us. Whenever there's a storm, a climate disaster, we need to raise our voices and point the finger at who's responsible, which is the fossil fuel industry. It's the big oil and gas corporations who've made $2.8 billion in profit every single day for 50 years. And they've known all of that time that they were burning our planet. We need to start saying it, and we need to hold them accountable. We need to raise taxes on them, we need to sue them, we need to get them to pay for these climate disasters. We have a world now of young people who, quite rightly, they're scared. They're scared about climate disaster. They see it on their tellies, they see it all around them, they see it every day. It feels very real to young people, but to everybody, to older people. The mask has fallen, I think, from the face of the fossil fuel industry and their big backers, but also people see the impact. So that conversation is alive, it is happening. The conversation we really need is how do we get from here to a just, safe future? How do we do that in a way that is good for the vast majority of people, for the 99%, not the small number of big, giant corporations and their political and economic backers who are destroying our planet.
We mean business, so we talk about electrification. Then I speak to the Asian Development Bank about the future of COPs. And then I have, so as a diplomat, I love the left, I love the right. I just try to see how can I work with them best. So the left is wonderful to have social focused ambitions and all those kind of things, but the right is very good in implementation. So we moved in the Netherlands with a very clear climate ambition, and we're now moving in implementation, and with the right-wing government, I could sell it by saying we need energy security, we need, which is often renewable energy, we need water security, and the Netherlands is very good in water management globally, so we can make money on this as well. We can work on transport. We're a massive transport hub, and we need sustainable fuels, alternative fuels as well, and that will make us more resilient. And lastly, we are important in food systems. We're the third exporter of food in the world because we're a trade hub. So also that needs to be sustainable globally, that these food systems keep working. And that's good for feeding the world, feeding us, but also for transport and for our position as a hub. So suddenly the right thinks, well, this is a great story. I want you to continue on this. So I noticed that the left set the standards and has the social aspect of it, and the right has many solutions to come forward. So as a diplomat, bringing these two together brings us forward.
I think people feel despair when they feel they don't have a role in it. And one of the things we're doing here is to say that everybody has a role, the leaders inside, the governments, but also everybody around the world. We can all use our voice. We're in a digital age. We can all get onto social media. We can talk to our friends and family. We can build power from below. And there is hope. There's a huge amount of work being done at subnational level with mayors, with governors, with communities across the world. There is real progress happening. We are getting a huge transfer to renewable energy, huge amounts of investment in clean energy, in public transport based on electric transport. There's loads happening. That's where the hope lies.